Why did you say smooth skin? That's very racist. Can I still sub yet? I can't.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, but if you can build this device and make use of it, can you? I mean, can you build it?
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you, and don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work.
Oh, do you smell that? What a pleasant surprise.
Excellent.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So, we're gonna remove the Minutemen for now, just because I don't think that it really picks a side. Kind of middle of the road, you know. 4th of July. It's an expression I use. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. Yep. I'm way too into these songs.
No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I'm as tried and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as the moon, happy night, pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August.
What do you need, General?
On the 4th of July.
I have plans here to build a signal intercept.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to...
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Now, assuming you could build this thing.
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Teleportation? For real? If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found... Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. Once you clear it out, before you know it, we'll have a thrive...
Stop giving me more missions. I want to get my son back. And you're like, hey, you want to go help these people out?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Hey,
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow. What a mess. Hmm. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This
Yes,
is some
sir.
pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it. Here's a list of what you'll need for the... While you're working on that, keep in mind, like if you had a... And it's going to be...
Yeah, buddy, it's okay. I can build it. I promise. Okay. Let's build over here for right now. I can always scrap it or something like that.
Can't remember the last time I had fingernails.
in the morning light. I want a man who can stand on his own.
Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this.
Okay.
Here's a list of 3 things that... I'll meet you over at...
To please and a smile against me weak in the knees. If you're a guy who is gentle and tough, you might be the man. Man enough. You might be the man who's man enough.
I hope you enjoyed that last song. Okay.
One, two,
If
three.
you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want an adventure or something, I guess you have a new option.
One more part down.
The settlement of
I'm coming for you, Sean.
Sanctuary.
Everything
has,
looks good
I
on
guess,
my end.
Been founded.
You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Good luck
Let's
to
do
them
this.
with,
You
know, the whole-
sure? I'll start scanning for an Institute signal.
And in other news, it sounds like
I'm
maybe-
ready when you are.
Not other news, actually the same news.
Okay.
The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen.
Okay,
I
hold
thought they were
real
kinda done
still.
for.
I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way,
Real
I figured this was a
super
golden
days.
opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration.
That's good.
Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Oh, I am. Okay, well, okay. Kill Heather. Okay. You know, make sure the building's clear, you know? Run clear. Run clear. Jupiter time.
And when Salome danced and had the boys entranced, no doubt it must have been easy to see that she knew how to use her personality.
Okay.
Hello.
Father.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
It's denied. I can't. Oh. I can't. Perfect.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
Oh, I think some bad shit. That's for sure.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Why are certain girls offered certain...
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
But you're not remaining underground. You're sending
There's
people
too
up.
much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here.
Oh my God.
Your son.
Sean.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my God. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going
It's
on?
me.
What's happening?
Yes, it's me. Your dad.
Yeah. I'm your
I'm
kid.
here, Sean.
What's going on? Father?
Yeah.
Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help!
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Hey, get up.
Well, I took my Geiger and I started to climb right up to the top where I thought I'd
Sean.
find a hunk of rock that'd make it click just like I'd
S923,
read about burning
recall
big. On
code
the second day, I made
Cirrus.
the top.
No.
You, Steve, I was ready to stop. The only
Fascinating,
clicking that I heard
but
that day
disappointing.
was the bones in my back that had gone
The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find.
I'll make this very simple.
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
I mean, okay.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
So you're only 60?
That is the reality. And here I am.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in scientific curiosity, and the goal of perfection drove them ever. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens.
Yeah.
in a manner of speaking. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point. Plenty of that was available, of course. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been... But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA. I am their father.
Oh my goodness.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well.
Sure.
The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be a... I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped. And now, after all these years...
Yes, that's what...
I know. I know you've been... Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above...
Right.
There is much to be done.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much
Okay,
as...
okay.
You want to introduce yourself to the Division.
That was
And
the
finally...
spots with
Okay.
it's all over but the crying.
Yes.
Because that part never, well, it never really stops. I mean, the song ended, ironically.
So
Right.
Sean is now no longer
Mentioned in
my
the song.
child. He is
Never
older than me.
stops.
No, he's not older than me. He's closer to death, I guess? I don't know.
If you're the kind of person who
He's not
is
older than me, but he
tired
is
of living in Diamond City and you
less
maybe
healthy
want
than me.
a adventure or something,
Also, this place has
I
like
guess
everything
you
better
have
than
a new
the
option.
building settlement.
the settlement of
All
Sanctuary
sorts of clean
has,
coffee
I guess,
cups,
been founded to
and
the
cameras,
northwest there.
whoa, okay.
Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe the it's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. Sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet. Next is Ella Fitzgerald, who doesn't like it when people can't decide things, and then sings about
penetration and tracking. In a word, our coursers are relentless.
Yes, they are.
But I gather
They're
you know
good.
all this, since you've encountered. In fact, I'd very...
Right. I hate to break it to you, but your courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective.
You want to retry?
It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough.
I can try another
Now,
one.
unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Okay.
I'm good for now.
Very well.
Uh-huh.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Ooh, I think it was giving me. Heck yeah. Money right here. SRB terminal. Interesting.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
That doesn't look fun.
Well, I'm a single man, I really don't need a wife. Pick up you gals, yes, I'm a single man, I really don't need a wife.
I don't know. I mean, the synth was like tanky, but that's about it. Like, kind of really fast.
At full capacity.
Anytime I hear that, it's like flashbacks to like the war. Like, I just hear a synth and I'm immediately like, oh god, I
No
need to kill
visible
it.
reaction to the K-14 combat.
Nothing to report, sir.
Yeah. I'm sure you're a robot.
Well, when you want me hollering, I'll be there on time. Well, when there's what to do, send for the mighty one.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets.
Right. That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I really hope you'll
Okay. Maybe.
So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not
Well,
even really sure what to say.
That was productive.
There are stories about,
Okay. Sorry.
well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does.
Some big
Not for
contraption.
sure. This next part,
Safety first.
well, I mean, it's just people talking, you know? It doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute.
Alright, so that's talking about my
Trying to blow it up.
my
Make it disappear
my machine
or
thing.
something. There aren't really any details. If
Wait.
I were you and I saw this thing,
She's from Fallout.
well,
Excuse me,
Three.
Doctor?
Ah,
you better
it's you.
believe
You're here then.
You know, I'd
Yes,
run
yes.
the other way.
I know who you are. We all do.
Here's some Betty
Well, I'm
Hutton,
sure
if
Father is
you
very
were
happy
waiting
that you're
to hear
here.
it. I mean, whether you were or not, is here.
Don't worry. I promise I won't.
Thank you. I do appreciate. Oh, before I forget, let me see that. I've been told to install a courser. You're to be given full access with the ability to.
Thank you.
Given that the relay is the only way to. In case the significance is lost on you, if nothing else, it should demonstrate. Now, unless there's something else.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee?
Yes, things are. I'm sorry. I don't so.
Okay, fine, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's from Fallout 3. Madison Lee. She's from, yeah, she's from Fallout 3. I think she's from the Brotherhood. Or maybe she wasn't. Maybe she wasn't in the Brotherhood. She worked with your dad. That was also somewhat sort of with the Brotherhood. Not with them, but like assisted with them. Because they had
True food supplement 77 don't get any
Hey there.
germs on
The
it.
commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Oh, I don't want that.
favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy.
My mama must have dropped me on my head.
Looking forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious implantable food supplements.
Institute Bioscience. This is where Virgil's thing is gonna be, I bet. I never actually did Virgil's thing. Not gonna lie to you. Probably see it. Do I have a mission for that?
Sometimes he thrills me through and through. Sometimes he's sweet, sometimes he's true. Sometimes I wish he were in Timbuktu. He's a demon.